What is up, everybody? The Allfather here, bringing you a war recap for our sister clan Annihilated, and they are quickly approaching level 4 clan perks and will be level 5 in no time. But gonna go ahead and take a look at some of these war attacks, 2 and 3 star, and I have not looked at these in advance, so it's gonna kind of be all new to me. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the good, bad, and the ugly of this war and some of the attacks by Annihilated. First one we'll go ahead and take a look at quickly is this attack by the Big L against the number 1 base. Pretty well designed base, anti 3-star max, Town Hall 9 with centralized clan castle. You are going to see a little bit of something that resembles a Tesla farm, centralized queen, and so pretty well put together base here. He is bringing basically a Go Weeva, and we're going to take a look at how he handles this without a lure. And that's going to be tricky. He does attempt a lure, but there's where I said there's a little bit of an unexpected Tesla farm pop up there, or at least a couple in a row there. And wasn't going to probably get in the radius of that clan castle anyway, so probably an ineffective use of 5 troop space. But easy funnel on the outside. That wizard's able to cut a funnel over there. Goes ahead and drops the golem there. Wall breakers in nicely to the corner. Good job creating the funnel on the outside there. And there we go with the Valks, and just spams the Valks in there. We don't know what's in the clan castle yet, and this is where these get tricky here. He does have poison spells to deal with the clan castle on the fly, but as you're going to see here in just a moment, he makes a critical mistake, and it's going to cost him not necessarily a 3-star, but a lot higher percentage. So good job dropping that jump spell on a place that accesses the town hall, as well as the queen and some of the core there. But notice what pops out of the clan castle, Dragloon, and he's going to need to get the poison spells down quickly. But not only that, when you have the Valks in there, he needs to get a heal spell down right away. And the second he sees that clan castle pop, he should get the heal spell down. He doesn't. And you can see, look at the Valks. They're getting splash damage. They're getting taken out. And the heal spell is too late, and they're not really in it anymore. And from there, that pretty much sinks the raid, unfortunately. He is able to go ahead and get the clan castle down, or the town hall down for the 1-star there, and he's got some troops circling around the outside. Not all of the Valks went outside. The dragon and the loons did eventually go down, and so he is going to salvage a 2-star here, but again, he's still got a heal spell in the bag. It would have been nice to have dropped that right away. His Valks would have lived through that first little onslaught. They might have had some trouble getting through those walls, but they would at least have lived long enough to probably bust through another 20% of this base for a little bit of a higher 2-star attack. And so, you know, to fix this raid, what you're going to do is drop that heal spell a little bit earlier, and maybe even consider 2 jump spells or some defense targeting troops to get through the rest of the base. So with that army composition, that spell composition, it was only ever going to probably get through 60 to 70% of the base. Alright, and as chance would have it, we have Big L again here on the number 3 base. And you're going to see here, this is an anti-2-star design more so. And it does have a lureable clan castle, and it is also, I believe, going to be Dragloon. Yep, there he goes. We'll single hog lure, so much more effective this time. He learns and is able to drag him out to a corner or out to an edge here with a single archer. And from here he can deal with that clan castle more effectively. He can drop a double poison backed up by an archer, queen, and maybe some wizards. But you see what he's done here over here. He's launched his golem already, and he still hasn't dealt with the clan castle. That is not ideal. Take the time, be patient to deal with the clan castle, because now they're going to go and target the golem, and they're not going to stay in the poison spell. Even though he drops the queen there, you know, it's not in the poison spell, so now here would be the ideal place to put the poison spell in there. Instead, he goes ahead and he's just got too much going on at once. He's got his Valks going on, but he hasn't created a funnel, so they're going to kind of circle for a little bit and then redirect. While his queen's probably going to have to burn her ability here to take the dragon down. Yep, there she does. Most of the Valks go around the outside. A few come back in. So a little more patience there. Create that outside and whiz funnel. Get more of your Valks in there. Go ahead and jump to the core. Drop that first heal spell down. But again, think if all those Valks would have been in there under heal spell and then jumped across there and taken out both of those Expos, this raid would have been over. But as it is, at least he deals with that clan castle a little more effectively. Doesn't lose Valks to the clan castle. He's losing them to getting picked off on the outside instead. But they're pretty tanky, so they're living through it, working their way around the base here. And he does have one more heal spell left. Probably needs to get that down real quick here because he's running out of troops. No sense in having heal spells left at the end of your raid. Way too late on the heal spell here. He's going to drop it probably in, drops it in the middle there to go ahead and make sure he gets the clan castle. Probably a good idea at this point to salvage the 2-star. To go ahead and do that, but again, using a heal spell on 16 capacity worth of troop isn't very efficient use of spells. So better funnel on the front end, better CC kill, and he would have had a ton of Valks ripping their way through the core under heal spells. As it is, we'll go ahead and fast forward it through the end, ends up with about 95%. Not a terrible attack. The best way to 3-star these would be not bringing 19 or however many Valks. 19 Valks plus 3 in the clan castle. Drop a few Valks, drop 5 Valks, and bring, let's see, that's going to give you space for 8 Hogs. Drop 5 Valks, go with 14, and you're going to get 8 more Hogs, and that's going to be enough defense targeting to go ahead and 3-star that base. Next up, we're going to take a look at a couple of attacks by Kid Rich's 112 here, and brings this same army composition to both attacks. Anti-3-star base here, leads with his golem there, and let's just kind of see what happens here. Drops his wizards out there to start creating the funnel, making room to drive his Valks to the middle. So far so good. Busts into that first compartment, and about time to get your BK down right now to go ahead and deal with the queen, or drop the Valks is what he does. Get those heroes in right away, which he does. Good funneling there, very nice. Jump spell to access the core. Realizes that he's got an air clan castle and gets that heal down right away. Get the poison. Get those troops baking in the poison, so that's nice. Everything's looking good so far. And that second heal spell, though, it seems a little premature there. Maybe because the balloons weren't down yet, so I kind of understand that. That's going to be something you're going to have to deal with when you're spam Valking. And then he brings his Hogs in a 90-degree angle. That's nice. He's got a double giant bomb here that he's going to try to avoid here. You're going to need that last heal spell real quick here before he hits that giant bomb. Kind of misses with it. Needed to get more Hogs in it, and they end up crossing the second one and going down just about. So was off by just a bit on that heal spell. If it had been 2 or 3 tiles down, might have saved about 6 to 8 Hogs, and it might have been enough to finish off the raid. I don't think so, because these are some max archer towers there for Town Hall 9 and max cannons, but definitely would have stood a better chance. But overall, pretty good deployment, nice funnel on the entry and the opening. Hopefully that clan castle would go down a little quicker. Would have liked to see that second poison go down in the clan castle. Might have slowed it down a little bit more, taken down a little quicker. And then obviously that heal spell placement being off just a bit. And also, just as far as a planning note, when you see all these builder huts in the corners, bring some archers to deal with them. I don't think those archers were inventory archers. I think those were the summoned ones from the queen. But make sure you have archers or something to pick off those outside builder huts. Really suck to have taken out all the defense and end up with a 97, 98, 99% because of builder huts. And then the next one, a couple things to note here. Again, same army composition, same exact army composition. The one thing you have to note is to be successful in 3-starring in Clan Wars, you need to look at every base individually. You can't build the same army and bring it. You can kind of build a base army if you like a certain style, but you need to tweak it to the base. And you see he still only brings 1 golem here, and what he really needs is 2, because he's going to come from the north here, and you can see there's 3 single target cannons at the north part of the base there, and 1 golem is not going to be able to sufficiently distract all 3 of those, and he's probably going to lose a bunch of wizards here trying to create the funnel. But let's go ahead and take a look at it and see how this ends up going down. And pretty low level walls on the inside of that base, some newer walls. But you can see this attack only takes a minute and a half or so. But see how his wizards are going to get picked off on the outside by the cannons? That's because he's only got 1 golem. Ideal on this situation would be to bring 2 golems. You could probably drop either some hogs or some Valks down, drop that down to 6 Valks or a few less hogs or something. Clan Castle pops. Now notice he dropped those Valkyries after the Clan Castle popped, and knowing that they're going to be dealing with an air Clan Castle, I'd strongly suggest waiting just a bit on the Valk spam until you've started at least dealing with the Clan Castle troops. So now he's going to have to burn a heal spell because they're all going to be sitting underneath it, which he does. So that part of it was smart, but possibly avoidable by just letting the wizards deal with the Clan Castle instead. Queen goes outside, and so now she's not dealing with the balloons, so that stinks. Should be dropping that second poison right now to take those balloons out. Again, they do trip a double giant bomb set with those Valks, so that's nice. And 14 hogs here need to come in on the queen side to rescue her a little bit. Would be nice. BK, forgot it, comes in late. But hogs need to come in here. They're way too late. Everything's died off. You want your hogs working with everything else. It's going to have to go ahead and pop the ability here. Hogs in on the queen side. That is smart, but too late because it's being targeted by the Tesla. And so the second you notice your queen was in trouble, drop the hogs, pop her ability, have those defenses re-target the hogs instead of the queen, and keep her alive for at least a higher percentage, if not a better chance at a 3-star. But as it is, just runs out of juice. Again, just kind of an ineffective Clan Castle kill. And letting the queen go down, obviously having the BK forgotten hurts a little bit too. So nice try, but you see a couple things on both attacks that are similar that can be fixed and end up with a lot better chance at 3 stars. Only one Town Hall 8 attack, actually it's a Town Hall 7 to take a look at by the Lesser Gi. It'll get you an opportunity to take a look at a Goho. You see Town Hall 7 there with an open core. Doesn't really know where the giant bombs are going to be, but at Town Hall 7 I think the highest you can get is level 2 giant bombs. I'm not 100% on that, but obviously he's able to lure that dragon pretty effectively. Uses the archer to bring it out to the edge, misses on that poison spell, ends up dragging him into it a little bit, but make sure that dragon is situated right where you want him before you drop that poison spell. But once that poison's done, he's going to be able to drop the golem. That's going to tank the BK, and he kind of goes into that opening there, and his BK hasn't aggroed onto him yet, but he will here eventually. Right about now, he's going to be able to pop him down, and then he's just going to be able to take a nice surgical approach, I would imagine, with these hogs on those outer defenses. They're going to congregate in the core, and he'll be able to put them in heal spells, and they'll take out those low level. And there they are, level 2 giant bombs. Not a problem for these level 4 hogs. So again, I thought this was a Town Hall 8 and was going to be a little more of a match, but not really. But still good execution on 3-star with a Goho. Goes ahead just to add insult to injury and drops those Clan Castle max or level 5 hogs in there to finish the job. So nice job there, 3-star by the Lesser Gi. Look at one more here so that this doesn't get to be too long. Number 9 attack here by your daddy. Going to just be a simple Dragloon. Only 2 air defenses to choose from. The only reason I'm showing this is to notice that he chooses to attack from the bottom when he's going into the air sweeper. And when I first looked at this, it seemed counterintuitive and I thought that didn't make a lot of sense, but when you look at it, everything that's an air defense, as far as archer towers, whiz towers, or whatever, is on that side of the base. And so when you look at that and take that into consideration, it makes total sense. Yes, he's fighting the air sweeper a little bit, but it's not going to be a problem. Obviously, with only 2 air defenses, any Dragloon attack's going to work here. One thing he does do that you really don't want to do, especially with a level 1 BK, I might have thrown him in there to tank a little bit, but not necessary. But look what we have over here on the outside. We have a builder hut, and against a Town Hall 7 that's not going to be an issue. He's got more than enough firepower, but against a little tougher base, that level 1 BK is really going to be ineffective. You see he's really not doing much. He's almost lost all of his health, and now he's trapped in the middle. Now if this were a higher level base and he didn't have as many drags left and he was relying on them to get to a corner or 2 or 3 for builder huts, that BK would be much better served by just cleaning up and dropping him now on the outside, let him take that builder hut out, and then come in and help the rest of the troops clean up. So just a few things to note there if you're learning dragon attacks, Dragoon at Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8 to be mindful of. But that'll do it for this war recap for Annihilated. Good job, guys. Should be level 4 anytime now, and on a good roll, good winning streak, good winning percentage, and growing every day. So great job to the folks at Annihilated. Again, this is the All-Father, and thank you for watching.